this is Non-Monogamous Mark here, and today we're going to talk about how to get off antidepressants. I've never been on them myself, and I'm not a doctor. I realize that in this 14-day journey that we're all on of practicing feeling really good, there's probably some people out there in my audience that take antidepressants. In fact, you're dependent on taking antidepressants. And so, the medical industry, the doctors, and also the pharmaceutical companies, they just love that stuff. They love to give you a pill to treat you for something and then make you dependent on it, because then you got to keep going back to the doctor and getting checked up once in a while, getting a new prescription, getting a prescription refill. Of course, the pharmaceuticals companies love it because it's repeat business month after month after month for them. And so how to go about getting off antidepressants? I'm not going to give you any real good answers or solutions on that, but there are natural means and methods to do that. When I met my partner, Kathy, she had been on antidepressants for several years. And we talked a lot about that in the first couple months that we got together. And I'm a guy that, I don't go for prescription pills at all. I go for staying healthy. So you don't need that stuff. And sure, I've been depressed. In fact, when my wife told me that she was going to divorce me after 33 years of marriage, I was very depressed for a couple months. And there are still times when I get depressed. And I may be depressed for even a whole week sometimes still. And, I don't go running off to the doctor and looking for a pill. There are natural things that you can do. And one of the things that can really help is taking this 14-day journey of practicing feeling really good. There's a lot of good tips that I'm given and so forth here in these videos. And just take this 14-day journey with us and keep on the journey of practicing feeling good so that you get feeling better and better and better. And then maybe you can start to wean yourself off your antidepressants. Now, I'll let you know what Kathy did. And I really do believe in essential oils. And I use doTERRA essential oils. And I talked to her about some of the oils. And it was an oil that she used, starting out every day when we met. And now she only uses it maybe once or twice a week, I believe, And but she finds that just that something that is an oil that she just really enjoys. And strangely enough, we don't know if that was what did the job or not. But strangely enough, that she's off her antidepressants. And so we don't know what caused her to get off her antidepressants, because I can't say one way or another. But, it's just interesting that by taking that and making that change where she got to where she wanted to be off the medication. That's the first thing, is that you have to say to yourself, okay, I want to get off my antidepressants. And then you start to being aware of the fact that, you don't have to create dependency. And so you start being aware of that you do have some control here. You have control over your thoughts, and that in turn that gives you some control over your feelings. And that's really what this 14-day journey that we're on is all about, is helping you to be aware that you can get control over your feelings. You can intentionally create the life that you want. And if the life you want is to just be happy and to feel good and just be in a really good feeling place all the time, you can be there. And it may take some work. It may take some constant, intentional work to get there, where you're having to consciously think about it all the time, regularly, and not every minute, every second of the day, but every day, constantly throughout the day. But, because it's constant intention. I made a video a while back, a couple days ago, and talked to you about, how when I had I was walking on the right edge of my foot when I would walk. It seemed like I just always kind of tilted up my ankle a little bit or turned it in, and was walking on the right edge of my foot. And I had to then learn and practice intentionally walking correctly in order to correct that. Because perfect practice is the only kind of practice that makes perfect. And so I intentionally started walking correctly. And I practiced that hour after hour every time I walked, and sometimes I made mistakes. And so it's the same thing with practicing feeling good. You got to practice it hour after hour, and sometimes you're going to make mistakes. You're going to let circumstances and situations kind of get you down. But get up the next day and hit your start over or your do over button, and you're back on track. And so, it's just a matter of how you are functioning with your mind. And one of the things that I find helpful as well is that when I start having these thoughts, whether it be thoughts of doubt or disbelief, but any negative thought that I might have, when they first enter my mind, I want to snip it and just get it out of there. Imagine it being a car at the top of a hill, and the emergency brake is off and it's in neutral, and you just got to give it a little nudge and it starts moving forward. You see that there's a big hill that it could potentially go down, and so you can't get inside the car for some reason. And so what you do is you run around front, and before it gets any momentum going, you can just push some resistance against that car and it'll stop. But yet, if you wait until that car is halfway or all the way down the hill, when it's got some momentum going, and then you get in front of it, good luck trying to stop it. And so that's how our thoughts work as well. When you get those thoughts in your mind, you want to just nip them in the bud there. You don't want to get them out of your head. And so that's part of practicing for these 14 days, practicing feeling good. When there's any thoughts or any feelings that come into you that are not serving you feeling good, then you just want to get them before they get momentum and get halfway down the hill, where then it's like you're just going to get crushed trying to stop it. And so you want to get it stopped really quick. And so if that helps you in getting some weaning off your antidepressants, that to look at for some natural remedies, or to just become more aware of being in a state of happiness, and to intentionally and consciously work at that day by day, then you too probably can get off your antidepressants. And so, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm Non-Monogamous Mark. I'm the founder and the executive director of Ethical and Consensual Non-Monogamous Lifestyles Association. And love to have you find out more about us. Go ahead and click on that link, and there's going to be something there that we're offering you for free that you can get for getting on our email list. And so click on that link and get on our email list and be in touch with us. Thanks a lot now, and enjoy your day.